Stay out of the tall grass and hold on to your butts. We're taking a quick peek at LEGO Jurassic World. LEGO Jurassic World is just the latest in the expanding catalog of movie licenses to get the LEGO treatment by Traveller's Tales and Warner Brothers. While only World is in the game's title, it covers all 4 Jurassic films, albeit only abridged versions. Bits and pieces of each story have been changed or removed to mostly make the game more family-friendly, but even so, there's still a ton of gameplay to experience. The biggest difference between the films and the game is the fact that no one really dies. Yeah, I'm sure they'll be fine. You also get the removal of some lines, such as Jeff Goldblum's greatest piece of verbal language, but you do get his second greatest piece of less verbal language.
You'll have to get used to Dr. Malcolm.
Jurassic World also has Traveller's Tales' brand of slapstick and visual humor that they've used in just about all of their LEGO titles, and they constantly use this humor in the scenes that they've changed. This abridged and comedy focus removes a lot of the connection between the scenes. I've never seen Jurassic Park 2, and even after having played through that part of LEGO Jurassic World, I still don't really know what was going on in every scene in the game. It just kinda ends up feeling disjointed. Traveller's Tales also decided to use the voice clips from the films, similar to what they did with LEGO Lord of the Rings. But for some reason, Traveller's Tales couldn't or didn't use all of the original audio for every character. Characters like John Arnold, who was played by Samuel L. Jackson in the original Jurassic Park movie, use new lines from a different actor, and there are even completely new lines created just for the game for some of the background characters. The problem with this is that the Jurassic Park films started in 1993, and the audio quality from these older films are blatantly obvious since it doesn't match well with the newly recorded lines. There's a thing with voice work that everyone's sound quality needs to sound like the worst quality you'll be using in a project to help keep everything concise and stop it from being jarring as it switches between the different audio qualities. Traveller's Tales didn't seem to really care about this, and unfortunately the game ends up suffering for it.
Spared no expense.
If you've ever played one of the modern LEGO games before, then you pretty much know what you're in for LEGO Jurassic World. The series fuses many different mechanics together, such as platforming, a little bit of brawling, as well as some driving, with the main focus being on collectibles. The overall difficulty of LEGO games, just to complete them, is rather simple, but the real difficulty is in finding all the secrets and hidden items, with the only collectible you're guaranteed to get being the main characters you play through the story missions. While the game is very linear, there are sections you unlock between each level you can freely walk around. This area is not only where you decide what level you want to do next, but is also filled with its own collectibles to find. There are workers to save, races you can complete for gold bricks, and even secret red bricks you can find to unlock cheats. This is pretty standard for how the LEGO games have evolved over time, but with Jurassic World, you kind of have more options at the start of the game than I remember previous LEGO games having. Just like with LEGO Star Wars or LEGO Lord of the Rings, you play the story in order, but with Jurassic World you only have to play the Jurassic Park trilogy in order, since those movies happen in sequence. If you're only interested in Jurassic World itself, or just want to skip some of the series' less interesting parts, you can enter the Jurassic World area right from the get-go. Still, mechanics-wise, LEGO Jurassic World is basically the same as all of Traveller's Tales' other LEGO games. The only difference being that in Jurassic World, you can unlock 100 characters or so to play as, with around 20 of them being dinosaurs. Each character has their own abilities, but with that large of a character roster, you better believe there's some overlap with many characters having the same abilities, be it some form of unlocking doors or enough courage to dive headfirst into a big pile of dung. That looks fun. The dinosaurs are fun to play as when you get the chance to actually use them, but they're only useful for small parts of most levels, and don't get to do much outside of the Jurassic World levels. This is a shame, since the game does let you mix and match dino bits to create your own prehistoric monstrosities that you can use in free play mode, but I really would have liked to have seen them used more in the main story. LEGO Jurassic World is a rather fun and family-friendly game, but it's not without its issues. On PC, the game is a buggy mess with crashes and glitches galore. I've experienced many problems myself, such as characters who get stuck in areas they aren't supposed to be able to get to, as well as levels where things didn't load correctly, and according to what I've read about the game on Steam, I'm not alone. I'm not sure if Traveler's Tales or Warner Brothers has something against the PC platform, but these bugs, plus the ridiculous keyboard controls, makes it not worth the $40 base price, nor the addition of its 3 DLC character and vehicle packs. I mean, the game doesn't have any mouse support whatsoever from what I could find. Not even in the menus, or the minigame where you control a mouse cursor. Why do I have to control a mouse cursor with my keyboard keys when I'm on a computer? It's ridiculous. That being said, LEGO Jurassic World is still a great addition to the LEGO video game collection, with 4 films of content and giant dinosaurs to play as. It does still have that weird thing where some of the world's Legos and some of the world's like real-world stuff, which I'm not really a fan of, but that's not really a mark against the game at all. That's just something I personally don't like. Hopefully Traveler's Tales will be able to get the PC version patched up in the next few weeks, but because of all of its issues, I can't really recommend you pick the game up, but instead wait and see how things unfold. Thanks for watching. Please let me know what you think about the game or this video in the comments section. I'm MegapieMan. I'll talk to you guys later. No mobile routes. You got gems and you got score. Both are gained from hunting dinos and determining how well you took them down, for how much of each you get. Things like range and bullets used are factored into your hunting results, but the biggest difference between score